Hey folks, here I am at the range again, and I am really excited to do a small review or showing of the Ruger LCP. Just picked this up recently. This is an awesome little pocket gun. Very small. As many of you know, I have fairly large hands, but and I'm sorry they're dirty. I've been shooting a little bit earlier at the rifle range. But anyway, as you can see, it easily fits into the palm of my hand. You'd never know it was there. Very tiny gun, easy to slip into the pocket or waistband if you carry it as a primary, and even a waistband. I mean, for that matter, you can put it anywhere. It's so tiny. But you know, with that being said, I wanted something that I could wear, like if I'm going to the beach. It's extremely small, that I don't have to worry about, you know, being too bulky and so on. So, without further ado, here it is. The Ruger LCP Ii, which is a double-action semi-automatic, just like the first model, but the difference is, with the first model, it was a longer, heavier trigger pull every time you shot it. With this one, it pre-cocks the hammer. Now, the hammer is internal, so you can't see it sticking out, but it is in there. When you rack the slide to load it, it does pre-cock the hammer, so it's almost like a single action trigger pull, which is fantastic. I love single action triggers. That's kind of why I primarily go striker fire and not hammer fire. But anyway, I digress. So when this came out, they beefed up the grip just a little bit. So when this came out, I found that this pretty much met all the requirements for me that I wanted out of a gun. A little bit beefier grip to fill my big hand, and a single action type trigger. Now the question is reliability. I've heard nothing but good things about these. You know, it is a 380. It's a little lesser power than the 9. It's just a short necked 9 basically. I think I'm running 95 grain full metal jacket out of these, the American Eagle here. I typically shoot 9mm as my primary load, but hey, you know, as a backup or you know, like I said, for dire needs when you're not able to carry something larger, this is a wonderful option. So anyway, I'm honestly gonna shoot straight at the target, fresh. I haven't shot this today. I have shot it in the past. And I did pick up a little bit nicer of a camera stand, so it allows me to lock my camera in place. So hopefully it'll work out pretty well. Anyway, enough of my rambling. So the magazine does hold 6 rounds, and then I have 1 in the chamber to make 7 total. And again, this is first time at the pistol range today, so I'm going in cold, and here we go. Going for center mass to start. A little high left. That's better. A little left. There we go. And we're slide locked. Man, I'm telling you people, what a phenomenal little gun. I couldn't be happier with this gun. I mean, I'm shooting right now about 22 feet. I've always thought that this was a 15-foot target at the range that I go to. I was misinformed because I actually brought a tape measure and measured it out. This is 22 feet. All the times in the past videos that I said I was shooting 15 to whatever, 15 to 18 or 20 feet. Lies. Lies. It's all lies. Just kidding. I just didn't know. This is 22 feet. So, you know, this is probably the maximum I'd practice consistently, you know, for a defensive situation. Usually it's 15 or 10 feet or something like that. But, you know, if you want to test yourself, I do push it out to 25 or so sometimes, which is that target on that side that you can't really see. Yeah, that's the next one out. I believe that that one is even like a 30 feet or something like that, 31 feet. But anyway, back to the target. As you can see, it's pretty awesome. I should have been loading my mag while I was talking your ear off. I only have 1 mag for this gun, so bear with me while I reload between the shooting. But you know, as you can see, fresh at the target at the pistol range today. I hadn't shot these. I hadn't shot pistols today yet, so I'm not warmed up or anything. And I mean, I'm easily hitting what, 6 inches from furthest group to, or furthest mark to furthest mark. Wonderful gun. So here I am, all loaded up, ready to go. I'm at a full capacity of 7 rounds, 6+1. I'm going to aim for the top center red mark. Oh, a little high. Better. Right on. Little right. There we go, slide lock. I mean, come on, how does it get any better than that? Well, yeah, I guess they could all be in red, that's how. Well, whatever, all right? Who's being picky? You are, I know. That's your job. Hey, 6 shots, or 7 shots, all right there. I mean, I'm kind of giddy right now, and I'm at a loss for words because it really is truly one of the nicest, consistent, smooth-feeling subcompact guns for a little pocket carry gun that I've shot. I've shot the Glock 42. That's a great gun too. I speak very highly of it, and I definitely recommend it if somebody's looking to get one. But this one is just a hair smaller, hair thinner, hair lighter. I'm a Glock fan. Everybody knows it. My Glock 19's one of my favorite shooting guns, my primary home defense gun. But this LCP, Ruger LCP II, is pretty impressive so far. So here we go. I'm going to go for center bottom. A little to the low right. There it is. Looks like Mickey Mouse, doesn't it? Look at that. I rushed that one. And that one. But man, guys, I mean, look at that. And gals, for that matter. I don't discriminate. But 6 rounds, I mean, easily within 3 or 4 inches now, except for that flyer to the low right. But, I mean, what can I say? I mean, proof is right here. Proof is in the pudding, as they say. Everything centered around that center red target, that little red dot. I think those are 1-inch dots. But anyway, so I'm loading my mag as I continue to fill in dead space in the video. I know you'd rather have it dead air than hear me rambling on. Alright, here we go. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom out, and I'm actually going to turn my camera unit and adjust it so that you can actually see the gun itself. In case some of you are like, well, how's the recoil? How much does the muzzle flip? You know, tiny guns, as we all know, usually the lighter the gun, the more the recoil, the more muzzle flip. So I'm actually going to adjust it, and like I said, it's a new camera, so bear with me. I think that might be pretty close. Let me check here. Can you see it? Can you see it? Why isn't anybody answering me? Oh, because you're in the screen. Alright, there we go. Well, whatever. Close enough. There we go. Alright, so here we go. I'm fully loaded. 6 rounds. 1 in the chamber. So here we go. I'm going to go for the center right now. And just a hair to the right. Above it. Hair to the left. To the left of that. Just a hair to the right. Right on the red. I have no idea because it's getting busy now. So as you can see, we are slide locked on the last round, as it should. And I'm going to turn it to the target now. I'll just hold the camera. I won't mess with the legs. So there we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think the one in the center, the right side of the center bull, I believe that that was one of my shots as well. So all 7 targets, all 7 shots right there. And this, I think it was what, the second or third to the last that I hit the actual bull. So pretty cool. I'm gonna set up. Oh, I'm way up there now. Well, I'm just gonna collapse the legs. I'll go back to the looking at the target itself. There we go. I really like this stand. I did get it on eBay. It was fairly cheap, and I was a little nervous with it being a cheap camera stand because I didn't know how well it would be or easy it would be to use. But it's actually pretty user friendly. So there we go. So we're back on target. Oh, one thing I didn't mention about the LCP as well. You know, when you buy a gun, of course, you want to have an appropriate holster for it. And this one, let me zoom out so I don't, there we go. This one actually comes with a Ruger pocket holster, a soft pocket holster. So, I'm sorry, I know it's not focusing all that great, but let me see if I can change the lighting. Hey, there we go. So as you can see, it's got Ruger logo on it. It is made by Ruger. It's got this rubber texture, a strip on it, so that's meant to stay inside of your pocket liner. So, you know, it grabs the inside of your pocket so it doesn't draw the whole thing out, God forbid, if you should need it in a defensive situation. So, here we go. I know the target's looking a little pepper sprayed or like buckshot, but I mean, as you guys know, you've seen me this whole entire time of shooting, and each time I'm going for a specific area, it's right in there. It's looking really good. So, all right, we're at full capacity. Actually, now we're at full capacity. I'm going to put one more in the mag, so I'm at full capacity. There we go. And we're going to go for the center left red, and notice that there are 2 kind of high right of that. Don't pay any attention to those, so we'll see how it goes. And oh, what a shot. And we're slide locked. You can't see it, but I'm slide locked. There we go. You can see it now. Huh? Huh? Dun 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 dun. Oh man. All right. I can just hear somebody saying how dorky I am right now. So there it is. I mean, I guess the proof is in the shooting. I can't say enough good things about this gun. I am really, really, really happy with this buy. No regrets. I'll own this till the day I die or the day it dies. You know, no question about it. Terrific, terrific little pocket gun. Anybody that's looking for a small secondary or a pocket gun as a primary for lighter clothes days or whatnot, guys, do not, and gals, don't overlook this gun. Phenomenal gun. So anyway, I'm going to sign off. I've taken up a lot of your time, and I appreciate you making it through this video. If you didn't say screw that guy and take off already. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Oh, one thing real quick that I want to mention, and I found this a little bizarre, is when I bought this, believe it or not, I do from time to time read the owner's manuals, even though I know quite a bit about guns, and Ruger tells you right in their manual not to carry one chambered. The reason being is apparently it is not drop tested for being safe. So, you know, if you have one chambered and you drop it, apparently there's some minuscule percentage that it could go off. And because of that, of course, liability reasons, they're going to say don't do it. I'm not too keen on not having one chambered. If you carry a gun, I believe it should be chambered at all times. Now, as a disclosure, I'm not saying to ignore manufacturers' suggestions. I will tell you personally, I outweigh the odds and the percentages and know that I'm not going to drop this gun. So I carry with one chambered. But, you know, again, that's a personal choice. And, you know, if something does happen and something accidentally, and you are liable for it. So just keep that in mind. You know, if you keep one chambered and you drop it and God forbid somebody gets hurt, you're going against the owner's manual's instructions, and you could and will be held liable for that. Not that you wouldn't anyway, but you get the drift, guys and gals. So anyway, I found that little bit of information kind of odd. Why they wouldn't have dropped it, whatever you want to call it for the test, drop tested it, I don't know. But who knows? Anyway, thanks everybody. We're going on, you know, 15, 16 minutes or so. So thanks again. Again, any comments, please leave them below. I'm more than happy to answer them for you. Even if you have questions about other options for pocket carries, you know, there's a lot of different options out there that I would recommend, but this is by far one of my favorites so far. And like I said, nothing against the Glock 42. That's one of my favorites as well. But this one kinda almost beats that one just a little bit, just for what I'm looking for, you know, to fit my needs. Anyway, thanks everybody. Adios. Take care. Have a good one. And above all, be safe.